Canada is a country made up of 10 provinces: British Columbia, Alberta, Saskatchewan, Manitoba, Ontario, Quebec, Newfoundland and Labrador, New Brunswick, Prince Edward Island, and Nova Scotia, along with 3 territories: Yukon, Northwest Territories, and Nunavut. Today we will be answering the question, how did each of these provinces and territories get their name? Starting on the west coast with British Columbia, this province was named by Queen Victoria when it was made a colony in 1858. The Columbia portion of the name comes from Christopher Columbus, and the British portion of the name is used to distinguish from American Columbia, which is now Idaho, Washington, and Oregon, and also to avoid confusion with the South American nation. Before being officially named British Columbia, a large part of the region was named New Caledonia. It was renamed to avoid confusion with French New Caledonia. British Columbia was made a province in 1871. Next up is Alberta. This province was named after Princess Louise Caroline Alberta, the Duchess of Argyll. The name was suggested in 1882 by her husband and then Governor of Canada, John George Edward Henry Douglas Sutherland Campbell, the 9th Duke of Argyll, and the name was made official later that year as a part of the Northwest Territories. It was made a province in 1905. After Alberta comes Saskatchewan. This province was named after the Saskatchewan River, which itself comes from this Cree word meaning swift-flowing river. The name was adopted in 1882 also as a region of the Northwest Territories, and, like Alberta, was made a province in 1905. The fourth province we will be looking at is Manitoba. The reason for the name of this province is disputed. The first explanation is that it comes from one of these two words from Cree and Ojibwe origin, respectively. Both of the words mean the Straits of Manitou, the Great Spirit. The second possible explanation is this Assiniboine word meaning Lake of the Prairie, a name also given to Lake Manitoba by the French. Another name that was considered for Manitoba was Northwest. Manitoba was made a province in 1870. Next up is Ontario. This province is named after Lake Ontario, which itself is named for this Iroquoian word meaning beautiful or sparkling water. The earliest record of this name is in 1641 to describe the land north of the eastern part of the Great Lakes. Ontario was one of the first 4 provinces of Canada, becoming a province in 1867, itself being split from the province of Canada along with Quebec. Speaking of Quebec, this province comes from the Algonquin word Quebec, meaning where the river narrows, describing the area near Quebec City where the St. Lawrence River narrows. Early spellings of the name include this and this. It also became a province in 1867. Next is Newfoundland and Labrador. The Newfoundland part is pretty simple, just literally newfound land. As for the Labrador part, it is named after João Fernandes Lavrador, the Portuguese explorer who first saw the land. It is the newest province in Canada, only joining in 1949 as Newfoundland and being renamed Newfoundland and Labrador in 2001. Next is New Brunswick. This province was separated from Nova Scotia in 1784 and was named to honor English King George III of House Hanover, who was also the Duke of Brunswick, a region in Germany. It's worth noting that this is the year after the same king lost the war against the United States, so it might have something to do with that. It also became a province in 1867. Prince Edward Island. This province was named for Prince Edward, Duke of Kent and Strathearn, the father of Queen Victoria. Before this, it was called St. John's Island, keeping the French name after being taken by the British in the 7 Years' War. In Scottish Gaelic, the province is sometimes called the Island of the Prince, or John's Island, by the Gaelic speakers in Nova Scotia. It joined Canada as a province 6 years after Confederation in 1873. The final province before moving on to the territories is Nova Scotia. This province's name means New Scotland in Latin. It was named in 1621 by Sir William Alexander, who was given the right to settle the land by King James VI of Scotland. The land originally included Prince Edward Island, New Brunswick, and also the Gaspe Peninsula. Along with Ontario, Quebec, and New Brunswick, it was one of the first 4 provinces to join in 1867. Now that we have covered the provinces, onto the territories. The first territory we'll be looking at is Yukon. This territory is named after the Yukon River, which itself comes from the word Yukana, meaning Great River. This territory was originally named Yukon Territory in 1898 when it was split from the Northwest Territories, and then renamed simply Yukon in 2003. The second territory is the Northwest Territories. This territory name is pretty literal. It's in the Northwest. It used to be referred to as the Northwestern Territory and used to be much larger. Large parts of the country, including Alberta, Saskatchewan, and Yukon, all having once been a part of it. There was some discussion of changing the name in 1996, one proposal being Denenda, meaning land of the people. Another suggestion, which started as a joke but later became one of the most popular name choices, was Bob. As a result of Bob, the name change was cancelled. The third and final territory is Nunavut. This territory's name comes from the Inuktitut language, meaning our land. This territory was separated from the Northwest Territories in 1999. And with that, that is all for today. My name is Outlet, and thank you for watching.